Yeah. What's popping, y'all? What's happening? It's your man Marq Nash. We back here with another great episode, Breaking the Beats. You already know what we're about to do. We're gonna break down the business, entertainment, art, technology, sports. Excuse me, and anything else I feel like squeezing into those letters. Y'all see the thumbnail. Today we will be talking about transactional relationships. Excuse me, transactional relationships, right? But before we do that and anything else, we have to run the intro. Let's do it.
This that squad
Yeah, Nash ain't mad now. Nash is having a good day. I'm having a very good day. Um, Before we do anything, let me put my link out there. If anybody want to join the panel or the channel, it's always an open channel, open panel as always. Unless you in here on some bull, then we're gonna have to get you up out of here. But other than that, man, y'all see the thumbnail. We're definitely gonna get into it. It is Wednesday, it's hump day, so we're gonna get into some relationship talk. Y'all already know the drill, y'all know the schedule. Since it's hump day, y'all know I gotta start it off with one of these type of records. This is called Best Sex, featuring America and Trey Thomas, by yours truly, Marq Nash. Let's get this going while we wait for the room to populate, and we're gonna start the show off.
Stock your Tiger on the beat, America on the vocals. This for the ladies.
I'm thinking about you from time to time. You cross my mind. You got the best sex. You got the best sex I've ever had. Ooh, we keep it on the low. Ain't nobody gotta know. You got the best sex. You got the best sex I've ever had.
Right stroke, left stroke, either one is the best stroke. Now I got her stuck to me just like Velcro. She say I'm the best, so I get the cell number, work number, email, even mama's address. Yes, I get started, hit my target, porn star, she's performing. I'm recording, I'm nice. In the booth, you play with the mic, with a lot of ad-libs now, that's what I like. Hey, I got gifts, baby, look what I bring you. Sensation, leg shaking, neck tingle. No R&B, we do it in my single. Make you speak another language like you bilingual. Sorry, baby, me no hable, but you're sweating so hard, I think you might dehydrate. It's always the best sex whenever I see you, cause you got sugar walls and I got a sweet too.
Ooh, I've been thinking about you from time to time. You cross my mind. You got the best sex. Oh, yes, you got the best sex I got. Ooh, we can keep it on the low. We can keep it on the low. Gotta know you got the best sex. You got the best sex I ever had.
She want me to get her naked, legs for her naked. Promised her the best sex as if she ain't expect. Yeah, she been already craving for it, talking dirty all day, wanting me to take it for it. Hope you can take it, cause the neighbors can't take the Lord. Grab it while I'm driving, I ain't lying, she be crying for it. Get her to the house, stretch her out like an iron board. Louder than the opera, she be hitting all kind of chords, biting and stretching. It hypes the fashion, we ain't making love tonight. Baby, I'm smashing. Now I'm on her mind all the time like a smash hit. She's so addicted and she's relapsing. Even got my number on speed that I wanna keep me all to herself, but I don't see how. And she don't want me to leave now. Say the same thing every time before I ease out.
Ooh, I've been thinking about you from time to time. You cross my mind. You got the best. You know me got it, baby. You know me got it, baby. We can keep it on the low. You got the best. You said you got the best. Somebody that just knows just how to do it. Where to kiss it and how to move it, how to touch it and where to put it. If you know what I'm talking about, let me see you put one in the air. Let me see you put one in the air. Oh yeah. If you know what I'm talking about, say you got it and I want it. You got it and I want it. You got it and I want it.
All right, we're gonna play one more joint. I'm gonna start the show. I'm gonna play one more joint. It's called The Morning After,
This that squad sound.
produced by yours truly. It's featuring my boy MD Uno. After this, we're gonna start the show.
Shit, what time is it? What? 5 o'clock in the morning? Shit, I gotta get the fuck up out of here. I'm tripping. No,
Smash the
baby,
like
you
button
was
on the way in the
ready.
room. Smash the like button on the way in the
old
room.
lady at the house and the baby. I got to get ready for daycare. Hold up, bitch, give me my phone charger. That's why I'm late. Nash,
Let's go.
Wake up in the morning, wipe the coal out my eye. Hungover, look in my reflection, tell myself hi. That's sarcastic, cause I'm still blasted. Twisted from last night, can't remember what happened. Empty condom wrappers all over the carpet. Some chick in the other room asking where her bra at. My brain getting on my nerves, asking where your heart at. The problem is I got a girl at home, but I'm gone with all that nonsense. She probably cheating too, is what I'm saying to my conscience. Hard to think about the consequences when you surrounded by all these bad bitches who ain't got no pot to piss in, and they look at you like you $1 million lotto ticket. So you drill them till they holler like a motherfucking dentist. Far from glory road, that's how the story goes. One night of passion and your ass on the Maury show. Not me, I'm Corey Holcomb to this bitch. Drop her off for the abortion while I'm bumping 50 Cent. Don't get mad, don't get pissed, it's a joke, eat a dick. Plus I always wrap it up, my mama taught me good sense. It's sad but it's real. Some women will trade morning after pills for a new pair of heels. Cups full of champagne and nights full of laughter. Then get dressed, go to church, singing the choir the morning after. The morning after. The morning after. Yeah, the morning after.
There's certain things you just have no control over, right? Like love.
What do you possibly think you know about love? You know, I'm sick and tired of men using love like it's some kind of disease you just catch. Love should have brought your ass home last night.
Somebody kindly remind me what I came for, cause all I wanna know is what's your name or what's your room numbers. We staying on the same floor. I'm saying, Lord knows I got connects, I get a change for you. The show was crazy, been a long night. Tomorrow got a long flight. I'm just trying to play some RPK and get it on like later on. I'm gonna be torn warm with whether I'm right or wrong price. Convictions coming strong like addictions to a porn site, shaped into iniquity. Tired of fornication, I was born fighting. How I'm supposed to make it to this phone light when I'm so well acquainted with the gone like darkness. Wait, baby, don't leave, pardon this. I'm tripping every time I go to drinking. My heart just go to drifting and blurting what's up in it, but it's real, so you should listen and believe me when I tell you, you can get it. You can get it. Take it off slow, whisper low, kiss me in my ear and tell me what you think I want to hear, cause I deserve it. Carpet's Persian and my excursion. The women say I'm even finer when I'm in person, so put that sign up for not disturbing. Come get what you deserve this. Blow kisses on my chocolate Hershey's, then let me work it. We'll end the night with candlelight Grigio and some laughter, then wake up to repentance in the chapter, the morning after.
The morning after. Yeah. The morning after. The morning after. The morning after.
Didn't you say I was sorry?
I heard you say you're sorry. You're sorry and you're tired. Let me just tell you one more thing. I might not be all glamorous, and I don't have hair weaved all down my back, but let me tell you one great thing about me, all right? I've got a heart. You know the bad thing about having heart, Marcus? Is that it gets broken when you deal with people like you. Now stay the fuck out of my life.
All right. Let's start the show, man. Welcome back. Another great episode of Breaking the Beats. Quick roll call, Black Star Sports. What up, my G? Shout out to Moody. Thank you. Mookie said this. Mookie is on the song. Moody said this song is crazy. Appreciate that. Black Star said salute. So Senior said salute to the chat. Neo, peace, fam. Peace back to you. Regular guy. Showtime. Bands on bands. Let's go, Nash. You right. And the link is up there at the top. Sir Senior first in the room as usual. Appreciate it, my G. Y'all see the thumbnail? Let's get right into it. Matter of fact, before we do that, let me share my screen one more time. I just wanted to shout out to the sponsor, because this episode right here is sponsored by me. You damn right. So you can go to marqnash.com. This is my website. Definitely pull up at marqnash.com, show some support. We got music over there. I got some videos, but you guys already know YouTube definitely has all the videos, but you can go over here, click, you can watch the video right here. It starts playing. As soon as you go to the website, you can click on the shop, go over here to the shop, and definitely show some support to the show. I am doing a lot of these pressings myself now. I got the sheets, I got the vinyl, I have the presser, the heat press machine. So all of these that you're seeing up here now, except for the phone cases, little by little, I will be taking these off. So anything that I can press up and sell, you can get it direct from me. So yeah, we little by little, we trying to take out the middleman. So yeah, you can go over here to marqnash.com. I think I'm gonna start sending out some of these coffee mugs to people too, and some stickers just for the love, right? So let's get the show going. Let's get the show going. But definitely this episode is sponsored by your boy, man. So appreciate you guys for the support. As you can see, I'm wearing one of the new prints right now, wearing a blue one. Joints look good, man. They crisp, lightweight, you know what I'm saying? Got me looking buff in this joint, you know what I'm saying? Got my shoulders looking up, you know what I'm saying? So shop with your boy, man. Shop with your boy. 25, man. I think I'm gonna start. I think the first batch, I'm gonna let them go for a dub. After that, it's gonna be 25. You know what I'm saying? But just for the shipping. Only reason it's 25 because the shipping, right? Shipping and handling. But with that said, let's get into the show. All right, so y'all see the thumbnail. She's a baddie, but she's not good for you, or she's no good for you, right? What does that mean, right? Y'all see the thumbnail. When you see those pictures up there, right? I came up with this idea because I was sitting around watching. It's just almost like the universe was speaking to me to do this title. I went from looking at Family Matters. I flipped through Different World is on. Flip the channel again. The Nick Cannon movie is on. The Love Don't Cost a Thing with Christine Milian. And I'm like, all these dudes are trying to change who they are to get with the girl. And at the end of the day, she quote unquote ends up liking him for who he is. First of all, this is Hollywood. So I get it. You got to have a coming of age story. And basically we realized that the girl, she was crappy. She won't shit. I'm gonna say it, man. Steve should have stayed with Myra. God rest the dead, Michelle Thomas, rest in peace. But whoever wrote this and decided, like, hey, clone yourself, make a cool version of yourself for the chick. And then she ends up realizing she ain't even as bad as she was. She couldn't keep up with Stefan. Stefan over in France modeling. She don't realize she loves Steve till he get caught in space somewhere. And I was like, who wrote this shit? And we was actually watching this when we was coming up. We thought this was a pretty good show. But in retrospect, this wasn't a high moral woman. Came from a good family, right? Mom, dad. I don't know what happened to Judy. Judy just got missing one day. Next thing you know, I saw her with Lexington Steel on the website. Don't tell nobody. But transactional relationships, right? Let's get into it. Like, what is a transactional relationship? Let me read off the definition that I have here, and I'll leave it up for you guys to interpret it how you interpret it. But let me read what I got here, right? A transactional relationship is when couples treat marriage as a business deal. Kind of like someone brings home the bacon, the other partner cooks it in the pan, sets the table, washes the dishes, the breadwinner watches football. Traditional gender roles are excellent examples of transactional relationships. As we all know, we are not living in a society and time where traditional gender roles are still standing up. Like, you have some women that work and they come home and cook. So you got some guys who work and they still deal with the children. Some children respond better to the father than the mother, and vice versa, right? So, but there are different types of transactional relationships. Let's be clear. Also, transactional relationships are economic and functional. True or false? Transactional relationships are economic and functional. I think that's partly true, but because all transaction in your relationship isn't money. It isn't always sex, right? Sometimes it's status. Q and Meghan Markle, right? Oh man, we got to talk about that too at some point if we got time. But shorty, you confused. Like you thought you was different. No, you over here you can pass, but over there, yeah, you're a black lady. They want to know what the kid gonna look like in that transactional relationship. But transactional relationships, true or false, are functional. I do understand this, and I agree that they are based on exchange of money, goods, or services. They serve as a clear point, and when that transaction is done or fulfilled, the relationship is done. What do you guys think about that? Let me know in the chat. Do you guys agree? Do you disagree on transactional relationships? See, I believe that all relationships are transactional to some degree, but the connection that you share with somebody shouldn't necessarily be based on that transaction. Agree, disagree, let me know. I got the link out there if anybody want to pull up, have a conversation with your boy. The link is in the chat. There you go. So when I was looking at this topic, and I was thinking about this, like how do we get here, right? How do we get in certain situations where for some reason you have these quote unquote nerds, right? Because these all guys were quote unquote nerds or geniuses on the thumbnail, and they basically want this girl who they think might be out their league. And then the more we talk, and the more you realize she ain't out his league, he's actually out of her league. With that said, let me open the floor up. Go ahead, Neo. How you feel, man? Talk to the people.
Man, this is a touchy subject. You digging in with this one. It's gonna get real uncomfortable. Trying to dig into my past and try to figure out how I can share some example with this without picking at old wounds for myself. It's going to be a difficult one. You know what I mean? I've gone through that same thing. Hell, I grew up watching Steve Urkel and whatnot, Family Matters. I grew up watching all of these shows. Know exactly what you're talking about. And I also went through those situations as well. She's a bad one, but she's not good for you. We talk about exes right here. We talked about that before, but now we talk about, are you actually like chasing after something that you should be looking for red flags, right? Are there red flags that you should be looking for when you're chasing after this? What is the transaction? What's the handshake? What's the deal? All these questions. We probably gonna have a long show with this one, so I'm gonna just I'm gonna open up like that. What is the transaction that's being put on the table?
Question for you. All right. Yeah. 2 questions. True or false? Well, that's not the true or false. Let me put the other question up. True or false? All relationships are transactional.
No. Okay. I will say false. All right. Hold on a second.
What?
I got my mood light set on right here. I'm trying to be all mysterious and shit. But no, they're definitely not all relationships are transactional. Not in that sense. Not in the sense that if you're looking at yourselves as equals, then it's a partnership, right? You're tag teaming this. You both benefit from it, but the transaction part it's beyond that. So, I mean, because we're looking at that business mindset mentality, because that's what a marriage is. It's a contract that you're signing to be in agreement with.
Okay. I'm riding with you so far. Go ahead.
But that's not the I do the long pause for to make sure I'm like checking which words I'm using. So bear with me. So what I'm saying is your transaction, if you got a relationship based on the transaction and you're respecting it as that, it can flourish, it can be good. But it doesn't take too much to rock that boat and end up capsizing it. When the transaction isn't met, when something falls short, then yeah, that boat can capsize and sink. But when you're in a relationship that is beyond that or is exempt from that category, then you're dealing with something that is more like, okay, this is a battle that we're in, and we are on the same side, and our clear and present enemy is on the other side. We have to do and sacrifice for each other. That's how most people see it, but it's not in a sense of you're sacrificing yourself for this person. You are making plays, if you will, to accomplish a goal at the end. So yeah, I mean, transactional, it all depends on what your goal is.
Well, whether we have a different goal or not, a transaction is occurring in every relationship, in my opinion. Even watching the show, you guys tune in to either get a laugh or be entertained or get some information or get your thoughts off and join the panel and join your thoughts. A transaction is occurring there. I'm providing the show. I'm getting a view. I'm getting a thumbs up, hopefully, right? And a subscriber. You guys are getting entertainment and getting a conversation and possibly some information. So even in the smallest microcosm of this show, a transaction is occurring. Would you not agree?
I agree, but you ain't took me out to dinner yet, bruh.
That's a different type of relationship. And that's a different type of transaction. You get what I'm saying? But far as like just in the simplest thing, even going to the job, you got a job to do. They supposed to pay you a transaction. When I say relationships, a lot of times people automatically assume that it's a relationship far as a sexual relationship or a personal relationship. Every relationship isn't a personal relationship, but I believe every relationship does have some kind of transaction. Even when you have a friend, hey, that's my friend, he makes me laugh, and I provide him somebody to talk to, blah blah blah. A transaction is occurring. Supreme Beast, what up, my G? But let's bring it back to what I was talking about earlier, though. And let me ask you, I asked you the true or false question. Have you ever been in a transactional relationship? Let me ask you that.
Yes, I would have to say yes. Definitely have.
Share with us.
Man, opening up wounds. This was my ex-wife.
Story time. All right, let's get it.
We were friends and whatnot, but we saw that like basically we were kind of competing on who can bring home the better salary. But the goal was to live an affluent lifestyle. So the transactions were good. I mean, like bills were always paid on time. We were living comfortably, and whatnot. But there were some personal things that got in the way that I wasn't anticipating. I didn't think, okay, that's not part of the transaction. That's not part of the exchange. And my personal criteria wasn't being met, and I got uncomfortable. Right, so I'm like, I couldn't rely on just that transaction. That transaction started looking like, okay, I got the short end of the stick. So, yeah, try not to put too much of that out there on YouTube land. But yeah, I was in a transactional relationship. It didn't pan out too well. I mean, everything. If I was just to be loyal, if my black ass was to would have stayed loyal, then chances are it would have been fine. Of course, it probably would have escalated into something else. We don't know. I got out of that. Press the eject button.
Right. Have you ever dated a girl that you was like, man, she's bad, but man, she ain't good for me? Or she just wasn't a good person? Is that something you can share with us? I know the other thing might have been too personal.
Yeah. Another one of, I guess you would say, another one of my exes. I was with her, and I thought it was, I thought she was dope. I thought she had everything that I was looking for, but she had some baggage, hell of a lot of baggage. Oh, I know, I got another one. I was talking to a girl, and I thought that she was had everything. I thought she had like the figure or that personality. She was a little wild, a little crazy. And I'm like, I'm attracted to that. Wild and crazy, that's my thing. I'm gonna be honest. Harley Quinn, Catwoman, that sort of thing. However, the baggage, not worth it. Mommy issues, daddy issues, a bunch of abuse in her life that she was like manifesting in herself. Nah, the red flags went off, and I was like, no, we can just be friends. We can definitely just hang out or something.
Right.
We can smoke a blunt. But nah, pineapples. We can't go no further than that.
Pineapples. Where the drops at, man?
Like, well, it was crazy though, because it's like everybody else was after her. Everybody else was after her. Everybody else thought that I was already, smashing or whatnot. But I'm like, no, you want to go down that alley? Go ahead, bro. But you about to get mugged.
Right. Let me jump in for a second. Hey,
Yes,
look, what is a quote unquote baddie? Because we always, I hear people say that all the time. Shout out to Transcendent Sports. What is a quote unquote baddie, right? Because to me, you can't. I think the system of white supremacy, social media, what was displayed on your tube has men and women, especially in the black community, lost. You get what I'm saying? The social constructs and the way we look at and the way we even pick a mate is weird to me. Like I've heard girls 5'4" saying, hey, any guy I talk to, he got to be 6'2". I get it if you're trying to build a team. You want your kids to go to the league or something. I get it. Maybe that's what your aim is. But other than that, what do you think he's going to provide more security because he's bigger? So he might be naturally more intimidating. Do you think the package down there is going to be bigger? I don't get the psyche of it. I can get it where you say, hey, I don't want the guy to be at least taller than me. Yeah, but you want him to be a whole foot taller than you. Or his eyes got to be a certain color. I hear light-skinned guy, I don't talk to dark-skinned girls, or I don't talk to light-skinned guys, or I don't talk to dark-skinned girls. Like when I hear these things come from my people, the colorism, man, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'd be disappointed, man. I'd be like, bro, that's that Willie Lynch shit, man. And I just think that's part of the reason where I don't think we quote unquote even know what is a baddie. I think I believe that you look at somebody, she got that fat ass, she got some big titties, she got a flat waist, cute face, she bad. These are phenotypes. These aren't even her genotypes. So you don't know what she might have, man. She might be walking around here with the Magic Johnson package. Shoot, she might not even be a woman. You know what I'm saying? Everything's so perfectly done, it might not even be a woman.
He said she went to Brazil and found a bad one. Turned out it was the dude.
You ain't even gotta go that far no more. The Brazil, bro. Go downtown Atlanta somewhere. Be standing in line at Big Dave's trying to get a cheesesteak. Somebody pull up behind you. They got that real foot long for you, and you think she a bad chick. Nope, that ain't Terry. That is Terrence.
Oh,
You get what I'm saying? So you got to be careful. But more importantly, though, but these are phenotypes. You don't even know what a baddie is. You don't know what's her mind state like. You don't know the relationship she have with her parents. Those things are important. Shit, what's her credit score like? Things like that.
yeah.
How does she take care of her home? How does she? How many kids she got? That's important. How many different fathers? Things like that. I know it might sound like I'm being too meticulous off of just looking at somebody, but I think those things got to be brought up and addressed when you decide whether you want to have a mate or not. Before you go ahead, let me introduce a friend of the show, King Asia Math, all the way from the Lou. What it do?
What it do?
Talk to me. How you feeling, sir? Asia Math, your mic muted.
Oh, I'm sorry. There go the mic go again.
You good, brother? How you feel, my G?
Oh, you know how I feel. 55 sitting on 55 mil, as we all should feel. Yes.
Welcome back. Welcome home. How you feel? What's going on up there in the Lou? Everything straight?
It's pretty much status quo, you know, unnecessary killings. You know, but when you learn to swim with the sharks, you know, you still come out on top. So personally, in my circumference, I'm not complaining, but I feel bad as a whole for the society.
Well, look, man, we're talking about things in our society today. I know you seen the thumbnail title of the show. She's a baddie, but she's no good for you. And I was talking about transactional relationships and living in a transactional society and things of that nature. We on a roll right now. Did you catch any of the show or before you pulled up, or you just saw it?
Just so I think I saw.
All right, cool. Well, shoot, let me ask you some of the questions then. First of all, let's start off here. What is quote unquote a baddie to King Asia Math?
To me directly. Gosh, we gonna start with the physicals. Oh man, I could do better by showing you pictures. Yeah, you know, the weight, you know, definitely proportionate weight. You know, everything got to be proportionate. You know, I don't know if you remember. I think that was the Ohio players Brick House, 36, 24, 36. Yeah, something like that on the physical. You know what I'm saying? Natural hair doesn't matter how long the hair is. I mean, because I like chicks that rock their natural hair. It could be short, long. Just for the most part, a natural female. You know, she wake up and you appreciate her for who she are, just on the eye. Definitely, you know, she have to have intellect. You know, she gotta have character, she gotta have morals, and she gotta embrace her feminism. You know, she can't step out of the realm of her gender. You know, can't be like I could play on both teams type thing. That's you.
I get you. So I get you. You sound like me and you are kind of on the same wavelength. Like I can't even call you a quote unquote baddie off a picture. No, you might be attractive. You might have some things going on popping out. Like, damn, that's nice. But I don't know how bad you are. I don't know what kind of woman you are, your character, and who you are based off a picture. I gotta hear you speak. I gotta be around you. I gotta see how you are around people. You get what I'm saying? To put you in a certain class, because I think you and I was talking before, like I can't give you a 10 unless I smash.
Yeah,
I don't know if you're a 10 or not. The highest I can give you is an 8.
Right.
And that's
I had to give kudos on that, because a lot of guys, I swear, man, I would just push play and see. They rating systems based on that. I'm talking about this is at least 15, 20 years in. You know, guys are, oh, she's a 10, she's a 10. And it was like, King Asia Math, you never give a girl a 10. I give him a 10, you know. But that's after, you know, they done earned the 10.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, we were looking into some of the Jet magazines rating the chicks. Some guy had a whole stack of them, like about 30, 40 Jet magazines. We were rating them chicks. I'm like, none of them chicks will get a 10 out of me.
Shout out to everybody watching on Facebook too. Smash the like button, hit the share on Facebook. Shout out to Punkin. Punkin laughing. Think that shit funny. I ain't mad at you, but yeah, let's pass it around. But also the other question I had, while I'm getting you caught up on speed, the other question I asked earlier was true or false? All relationships are transactional to some degree. The example I used was even something as simple as this show. You guys watch the show, you either get some information or you get a laugh. I get a view and a thumbs up and a subscriber, right? So a transaction is occurring even there. So something even as simple as that. But let me ask you, true or false, do you think all relationships are transactional?
Yeah, I think that's one of the key elements. I don't think you could call it a relationship if there isn't anything being transaction. You know, what can you call that? You know what I'm saying? If there's nothing transacted, then what are you doing? You know,
Neo disagreed. I believed all relationships were transactional. Neo disagreed. Neo, you want to tell them why did you say you didn't think all relationships were transactional?
Basically because of our standard. Like basically we've been kind of programmed to think that way, when in fact it's a little bit beyond that than just a transaction. Just in my personal opinion, in nature we got transactional symbiotic relationships. As far as humans go, we're a little bit more than that, but you'd have to get to that level. I mean, essentially, yeah, you guys are correct, but if you look at yourself more than just the basic stuff, then it's going to be more than transactional.
But my thing is, from the smallest thing to the biggest thing, a transaction is occurring. There's some transaction occurring.
Yeah, I think what he's saying, it's not just transactional. If I'm reading what he's saying, and I agree with that.
That nigga told me I got to get on his level. You ain't hear that?
Oh no,
I didn't hear that. He's like, I mean, maybe one day you'll get on that level. I was sitting here like, what? That nigga told me get on his level. Well, I mean, maybe one day you'll get on. I was like, okay.
We all gotta
slid down right on in. I like when y'all sneak diss me on my own show. It's cool with me. I was like, okay, I got to get thicker skin and I got to get quick on my feet. These boys are shooting.
Always from the hip.
Duck them. Got to duck the bullets, boy. They coming. But go ahead, man. While I try to get to that level, Asian man, what was you about to say?
He didn't shoot, but it wasn't a dome shot. He shot you in the heart. But I mean, I could take that. You know I could take what he said, and I definitely understand. It's you know, a relationship is definitely a form of evolution. You know, and I think once again I can't put a definition on the terms he used, but if you know, me dissecting it, I would say, yeah, I agree. You know, it start off where you know, and you know, we transacting a lot, then we could get to a place to where, you know, we above that. You know what I'm saying? You know, me and the female, you know, it's more spiritual or whatever. And no, I haven't gotten to that level with a female where it's predominantly spiritual and soulful. You know, it's more about, you know, the physical, the mechanics of the relationship, just like you say, the transactional, the physical things, you know. So we kept it basic, right? You know, but you can evolve to where it's something more than that. So I guess I get what he's saying.
So look, when you look at that thumbnail, right?
Like I said, get to that level. Is my mic going out again?
Can you hear me?
No, it's good. It's good.
No, we can hear. No, what happened is we can.
Yes, it is. Kick me out. Bring me back in.
Yeah, we can't. He can't hear us anymore. So yeah, so we'll think he's just being long-winded, but he's like, well, ain't nobody cutting me off, ain't saying that. then you know, so then I'll be like, hello. Then I'll just have to kick him out the studio. Then, you know, he'll click the link and come back. So when I was making this thumbnail, I was looking at, and I was like, who wrote these stories for the Family Matters? Like, because low key, Steve would be Me Too'd right now in 2021. He is harassing Laura for 7 seasons. Just won't take no for an answer. No means no unless you finally get her, right?
Man.
Like, that's like Steve and Laura is like a Me Too that kind of worked out.
Yeah, he was giving her that Biden that whole time.
Dwayne Wayne, Whitley Gilbert. At some point, like he would have got kicked out of college, man. He is harassing that girl. He was harassing Denise. He wanted some of everybody.
That part.
He got caught in Whitley's room wearing the robe, like. But she didn't like him because he wasn't rich. He wasn't affluent like Julian. Julian was affluent. Julian, light skin, curly hair. You know what I'm saying?
That image we keep getting put into our brains. I mean, the Martin show, Gino's was the light skin, and every time you look up, what was it? Pam was always getting dogged out. I'm like, bruh, Pam is finer than what? Why are we tripping like this? But yeah, that image keeps getting put in our head to where we have a beauty standard based on a class system, a color class system at that. Like, bruh, at some point you gotta.
Whitley realized Dwayne Wade was gonna be. He was a genius math guy. I think he ended up helping her. Remember, he ended up helping her. Just like the other guy, Steve, always helps Laura. Like, you have to be of servitude to the quote unquote the baddie. Shout out to Facebook again. They just laughing. All right, but yeah, man, I got to be of servitude to you. I got to fix your car. I got to help you with your math problems. Steve Urkel had to drive her all the way to the cheerleading competition. I remember one time he finally snapped. When he was like, nah, I'm not sleeping in the bathroom in the tub. She told him, go get in the bathroom and sleep in the tub.
Man, I remember that episode.
He was like, no, I'm not. I drove the car. This is my room. I'm not sleeping in the bathroom. You gonna sleep in the bathroom on the tub.
I remember that shit. Like, the image in my head just came flooding back because my nerdy ass was cheering the hell out of that episode.
you Steve.
I'm Steve, bro. Literally and figuratively. I was Steve Urkel for Halloween in elementary school, and I won that shit.
Goofy ass nigga, man.
Goofy. I claim my goofiness, though. I claim it.
I ain't mad at you. Go ahead.
But yeah, that's a good point. Like, there is that point where you realize that you're in a sunken place. And you need to wake the fuck up in chasing these quote unquote baddies, right? You got a crush on them. Cool. Okay, I got it. But once they realize that you're a benefit to them and they start, capitalizing on you, there's where people get accustomed to that transactional weirdness in relationship. That's cool and all, but if it's not based off of how it works in nature and it starts working like a business, that's when your relationship starts.
That's how it works in nature. The caveman who can move the rock or can kill the animal, you get what I'm saying, gets the bitches. Excuse my French. Excuse my French, but I'm in France. My man, like, that's what happens. Like, if I'm the bigger caveman, I get the girls.
Gorillas.
Strong enough to hit her over the head and drag her to the cave. Ain't that what he used to do?
There, you got cavemen. Let's look at gorillas. Gorillas. If you're talking about nature, the big gorilla gets the attention. However, he has to show his gentleness in order to attract all the females. If he can't do that, then he won't get no females.
Look. A female pit
transaction right there.
Yo, a female pit, like I'm talking about a grand champ. She ain't even gonna let the chihuahua get near her. Like we can sit here and cuddle. They can be friends. You can have both in the house. She ain't gonna let that dude try to climb up and mount that thing. Like, I can't be mixing with your kind.
Like you have
Kids gonna be walking around
3-inch
little
legs.
bodies, big ass head. You know what I'm saying?
So if you don't get your 3-inch leg having ass away from me,
come on. But seriously, though, but to bring it back to what I was saying with the thumbnail, right? Sometimes you got to realize too, everybody that you might like might not be good for you. Got a story to tell. Nah, I ain't gonna tell that story yet. I might wait till a little bit later. Tell that
no story time yet.
Nah, I might say that one. But in a nutshell, this is the thing, right? Let's say you looking at this quote unquote IG model, right? She quote unquote bad as hell, right? Super fit. She's vegan. She's a painter. She likes to go on nature walks, and you like, I want to be with her, bro. You can't be with her, man. You like bacon. You like bacon, man. She's vegan. Now she don't eat meat. She damn sure ain't about to eat the bacon. Like you can't get your meat lovers pizza. You don't like to work out. She like to do nature walks, nigga. You got allergies. You gonna be there sniffing and snotting. You don't want to work out on Sunday. You rather watch football than go to church. Like you guys are not matched up. Now, granted, I believe that opposites do attract, but at some point, man, we too opposite, man. We gonna be gone. You gonna have the opportunity to network and fellowship and communicate, and be crowded around the people that are more like-minded with you. See, what happens is you fantasize about somebody, you lust over them. You want to have intercourse with them. You want to just how they say, you want to know what it feel like. You just want to know what it feel like. You want to just put the tip in. Just let me put the tip in. All right, that's too much. That's too much. But my point is this, right? At the end of the day, that person is no good for you, man. Because you can't keep up with them. You just gonna end up brokenhearted. You get what I'm saying? But what could happen is maybe, just maybe, some would say, matter of fact, I'm not even gonna lie to you like that. Some would say, well, she can change you. Man, she ain't about to change you. Some things are your ethic. So Pumpkin's like, nah, tell the story. I'll tell it a little bit. Like Pumpkin, I don't want to tell the story yet. I'll save it later. I'm gonna save it a little bit later. Because I'm gonna need some backup up here when I tell that story. I'm gonna need my boy Sir Senior up here. So maybe he'll back me up. But yeah, man, what do you think about that though? Like what was just said, like sometimes you want things because you love stuff through them, but at the end of the day, you can't keep up with them. You think you want to be with The Rock, shorty. The Rock is always working out. You can't keep up with The Rock. You'll kill yourself. You'll go insane.
Then he's gonna be putting time in your bed. What?
Say it again. Go ahead.
He's gonna be putting more time in the gym than he is gonna be putting in your bed, and you want him for the bed stuff, but he's in the gym stuff.
Shit, you might not be able to keep up with him there neither.
You might not be able to keep up with that level of stamina.
Or not even just that. Let's take it even further than that. Not even just that. He's a movie star. He's always traveling. You can't go everywhere he goes.
You're gonna be pissed off at how many females is literally throwing themselves at him. You're gonna be mad all the time.
Sir Senior's back. Oh, hold on one second. Sir Senior stepped into the room. King Age Math, is your mic working now?
I believe so. It don't be my mic, it be the audio.
Right.
Y'all go out.
Right.
For some reason. Yeah, we can't hear what
I got you. Go ahead, Sir Senior. Welcome to the show. Welcome home.
Salute to you, Marq Nash. Salute to everybody. My picture sideways, but we sitting sideways.
I ain't even know it's sideways. That's that red wine over here, boy. I need to put that one down. Shit starting to sink in, I guess. I was like, it looks straight to me.
It looks straight.
But Sir Senior, talk to me about the topic at hand. How much did you catch? Did you see what we were talking about? As far as go ahead.
Yeah, I was here the whole time. Most definitely. Honestly, that's usually how it works. The ones that glitter They don't be gold. They be fool's gold.
You just
So
call them pyrite?
that part. So we have to look at things and see what we really want. And do you really want that IG model? Do you really want that chick you saw at the gym? Do you really want, that chick you seen walking through Whole Foods? She gonna have you eating hummus. That mess look like baby diaper. You ain't gonna want to eat hummus. you you gonna want to eat hummus all the time. You be tired of that. You be like, I'm not a baby. Give me some real food. And everything you eat, she gonna have it blended up. It's gonna be a little pudding. You be like, damn, I'm tired of eating pudding. At least let me eat real pudding. But that's what it's gonna be. So you gotta think about it. Everything gonna look like guacamole. So you be like, well, dang. Like, well, she look good, but this food is horrible.
You look good, but can you cook good? Yeah.
That part.
Shout out
She
to
gonna call that cooking. She put it in the blender.
Oh, stop it. Shout out to that salsa, man. Man, that's a margarita. I don't want nothing out don't blender but a margarita, man. Maybe a smoothie or something.
Yeah.
Some salsa. But look, Transcendent Sports said Instagram models do not represent doesn't represent their character or actions from their captured videos or pictures. That's what I was just saying too earlier. Transcendent Sports. People need to understand that life is completely different from social media. And shout out to my boy Transcendent Sports channel. Make sure you follow him. He's all the way in Canada, my Filipino brother, but he's born and raised in Canada, and tuning into the show all the way here in the States, man. Appreciate you, bro. But what do you guys think about that? I totally agree.
Yeah, most definitely. I definitely agree.
Go ahead.
What you see on social media is the worst and the best of a person's life. So they're trying to either get a sob story or either they trying to stun on you. And both ways they lie.
Talking about them pictures that they be taking with the girdle and it's all sucked up and everything. You got everything all pushed up. You got your makeup on and everything, but as soon as you come out that shit.
Right. But look, they got men girdles too. Let's keep it real. These dudes be out with girdles. I remember them Genie Unit tank tops had dudes looking like they was buff. Like my man said,
you mean the sports bro?
He said, look, y'all, Snoop Dogg got a blue job. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look, but let's keep it moving, man. What did you guys? Let's keep it moving. Asia man, what did you? I think you clicked off earlier, or I didn't hear your response. But what do you think about what Sir Senior and I was just saying? As far as like, hey, you think you want this person, but you probably can't even keep up with them.
I mean, it's a possibility, that you won't. But everything starts with a shot. Then you got to find out. It's easy to perceive going into it. You going in with either your ego or your vanity or just your confidence or your boldness. And then at some point, reality is going to kick in. It is going to be what it's going to be. Either you could be right or you could be wrong. But is the person for you, Personally, I'm not putting all the eggs in one basket, out the gate anyway. We just going to see what we can do within the first quarter, you know what I'm saying? And if we could keep hitting home runs in the first quarter, cool. If we can't, it's just the first quarter, and find out, hey, we're not achieving each other's objective, deuces, because I'm not going to invest a lot of time into it. So I'm gonna try to keep it pushing. But for the most part, like you said, I think you referenced Steve Urkel and the guy from what is a Different World, chasing after the chick, I've never been that dude.
Alvin and what was the girl name in Love Don't Cost a Thing? Christine Milian, Paris.
Definitely. There's been some cute ass chicks, I admire from afar. But I was kind of like, once I started seeing her turning down a lot of dudes, you could say, hey, it broke my confidence to approach it. But sometimes it was just I saw enough to see that now, I probably smash you, but I don't see myself like, holding your hand, walking down the street, claiming you as mine and nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? Because we're not going to click on other levels. All we're going to do is what we do on the bed. So.
Right. Sir, Senior, elaborate what you put in the chat.
Yeah, most of the time, they leave when things get tough. Is what I'm saying is, soon as you want them to do something outside of their comfort zone, they're ready to go. They want to leave. No, I'm not used to that. I want to keep doing what I've been doing. Or you might find somebody who looks good or whatever else, but as soon as you get sick, as soon as your money get funny, as soon as your money ain't even gotta get funny. You ain't even gotta get sick. You could just be stressed out. And just because you stressing, oh well, they gone. Like it was a video of this guy. He caught his girl getting ready for the All-Star weekend, and she was talking about her auntie. She said her auntie she had to go see her auntie. She ain't never say which auntie it was. Was it an aunt from the mom's side or the dad's side? Then she said, oh, he was like, well, why you got your red bottoms? She said, well, I always take these sometimes. She said, but don't worry, I'll be back. He said, no, you won't. But I mean, that's a sad situation.
Look, she got to be on quarantine when she come back. And I ain't talking about for COVID. I'm talking about till them test results come back.
That part.
Yeah, they got to do that. What's that test called? What's the test called with all the letters? When you go get checked, they give you all them letters. Somebody gonna know in the chat what it's called. It's called some kind of test, but it's basically when they check you for all the STDs. It's an acronym for the word, like GARPO or something like that. Where they check you for everything, they check you for polio and everything, bitch. Like you ain't coming back with nothing. Yeah, man. I think that's what we was talking about earlier, as far as transactional relationships. But I think a lot of people like that. So that's one of the keys I like to do with a chick early on when I was out dating. Tell them no and see how they respond. Because everybody cool when you're doing what they want you to do. Everything is great. Then one day you might just say, look, man, take my name off your son's emergency contact list. Because when he be messing up in school, they calling me at my job. That ain't my little nigga, man. Like, they need to be calling you. And if they can't get you, they need to call your grandma, your uncle, or keep calling you. But they can't call me on my job no more. For me to go pick his little bad ass up. Maybe that was too personal. Whatever. Whatever. Look, I be going to tear his little ass up, calling me at my job. I gotta go pick up. I can't be leaving my job to go pick up him. Yeah, man. But look, like my screen froze. But go ahead, sir. Let me fix this.
But yeah, most definitely. That's another rule is, women who got kids. That's a whole different ball game. You got to see how she raised those kids, and I don't babysit nobody kids that I can't whoop.
Well, kind of like, don't it boils down to you knowing your worth going into the scenario, the situationship, relationship, tolerationship, or whatever it's going to manifest to? Don't you have to know your worth going into it? We understand you're attracted to something, male or female. But if you go in, with your value system intact, doesn't that, make sure that, give you a defense to where, you're not going to be at too much as a detriment when it comes to servitude.
Yeah, I would definitely agree with that, because I would say that lots of times in my relationships, I treated like females that I don't know how to say it delicately, but where I made exceptions for. But they weren't exceptional. So what I ended up doing was taking part of my self-worth and giving it to them.
You gave them the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, but I ended up with no benefits and all doubt.
Right.
So you only make exceptions for the exceptional. And if you keep making exceptions, that's not exceptions. That's bad morals or values. So, like you said, the biggest thing is knowing your own self worth. You can help them cultivate their self worth or build on their self esteem, but a self esteem is self esteem. It's esteem in oneself. So if they ain't got it for themselves, you can't give it to them. Just like if you don't have it for yourself, nobody can give it to you.
Yeah, facts. I definitely agree with that. But I think that's one of the things that safeguarded me. I saw so many guys. I mean, females too, but mainly the guys. For some reason, the guys. It seemed like it was a normal just to see a female go into a relationship and she coming out with the crying eyes. Oh, he hurt me. He with another girl, or he dumped me, or whatever. That was kind of like the norm. And then when you see the opposite side of it, the guys getting played, and I'm sitting there looking at it. I'm like, nah, that can't be me. It can't be me. Yeah, I see what you see. Yeah, she got the breast, she got the butt, she got the face, she got the complexion, and yada yada yada. But nah, dog, she ain't gonna run me through the ring. I'm just gonna play. If I get a shot in, I'm gonna get in and get out. That's it. You know what I'm saying? She ain't gonna play me. She no.
Yeah, sir. Last thing I heard earlier, before I clicked out, you had said something about your self worth, and like you said, I was making exceptions for someone who wasn't exceptional. I thought that was truly remarkable, very interesting too. I love the wording on that. Um, can you elaborate on that further?
Yeah, I'll dive in a little bit. Pause. Um, but yeah,
You got a story for us?
yeah, I
Story time. Let's get it.
all right. So I've done it a couple times. I'm not even gonna hold you, but it's usually it's not the worst ones and it's not the best ones. It be those ones that's somewhere in the middle that you say that have potential. Oh, the untapped potential ones. Um, so you'll say that, okay, well, these are my standards, these are my rules, and I know you're here, but I'm gonna work with you till you get to there. And you keep building into this person and trying to help them cultivate themselves to who you see them, who they can be, who they say they want to be, and all of that. But at the end of the day, you just be wasting money and time and effort when you could have went off and found somebody who was really about that. I did that. One of my exes right now, like I kept trying to build, I was trying to build a bear. And, you know, all I was left with was, you know, I mean, you build a bear, you definitely get the stuff in, but it'll be worth it though. It'll be worth it. All it do is sit on the shelf, or you end up giving it to somebody else. And that's what happened to me. She sat on the shelf. Once she finally got herself to the best she could be, it still won't worth all the money and time you put into it. So she sat
Right.
on the shelf, and I gave her to somebody else.
Mm.
He thinks she's the best thing since sliced bread.
You might have built up. Look, sometimes they like that. Look, man, you can get what you can. Look, I've been with a woman. We broke up, and later on, we might have had another entanglement years later, right, or sometime later, and they were different. Like the things that I used to talk to them about, they do it um without having to be almost like I don't know if they doing it like that because they know, hey, this is what this guy what he requires, or is it they learned from past relationships? Like, you get what I'm saying? They took what I told them, the past relation to the next relationship, and realized, hey, this shit, he's right, but this guy is different though, and they want to come back. You get what I'm saying? So I don't know, but And that can be something as simple as things around the house. It could be things as far as communication. It could be things sexually. But yeah, man, sometimes they take things to the next relationship and they become better. Like I hear women all the time say, yo, don't, you can't raise a man. Don't try to build a man because he gonna leave you for the next bitch. You know what I'm saying? Make that nigga get his own LA Fitness membership. Don't let him come in there with you working out. That's your time, girl. Get your time, your space. He want to work out. He need to do it somewhere else. Don't even bring him to your gym. You know what I'm saying? They need to be your space because you're gonna build them up. And I'm joking. I'm paraphrasing, of course, but you get what I'm saying. But I do hear that, like, yo, you build a man up a certain way, another person to take them. That's what they think. But my question I gotta propose to you guys is: can you be a quote unquote baddie without benefits? Because the benefits can't be your body and or your vagina. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It can't just be the vagina. It can't just be, hey, I look good when you stand beside me in a picture. You get what I'm saying? It has to be more than that. What are some quote unquote benefits? If you guys do, you guys agree or disagree? And if you do agree, what are some benefits that you have to be a quote unquote baddie?
Your own vehicle.
Went to the car. he said that like he meant that shit. I'm tired of picking you up at the laundromat.
I mean, if you like if you like just being passenger and whatnot, that's cool and everything. But you need your own transportation. I mean, you can't. There's a certain amount of responsibility that you show when you are capable of maintaining your own.
You can buy a car though, man.
I can. Can you maintain it though? I mean,
you could get the oil change, man.
You ain't got no license though.
Oh shit. Golly. You can get a license back for it, man.
You ain't ever had a license though.
You can help us study the test, man. But you can though. You can.
These are the little things in life. I mean,
but she looks good in the picture though.
But okay, but you gotta hoe your way around town.
So you gotta hoe your way around. Yo, y'all in rare form tonight, man. We was trying to look. I was trying to have an intellectual conversation with you guys tonight. I took off the bucket hat and the shades. I put on a cap and I put on my glasses. And y'all in here being ignorant, talking about her hoeing her way around town, man. Golly, man. Look, man. But seriously though, other than her own car, right?
Normally I have
and the license
to go into. For some reason, I got a brain fart.
That's a personal story. That shit means something to you. You got a story to tell.
I have personal issues with this one.
You caught your girl somewhere she ain't supposed to be. She was like, "Well, I had to get to work."
I didn't have a ride. You live 5 minutes down the street. What are you talking about? I don't know. I'm just saying. It ain't ever happened to me, but I'm just saying I've heard it happen. You sit and be quiet in the barbershop long enough, you hear some stories. I'm just saying, like, when I say you gotta be responsible, what are you talking about? Like a baddie that can't manage to get themselves around? How are you a baddie if you can't even do the simple things like that? I mean, all right. You go through rough times.
She hoeing her way there, man. That's how she gonna get there. That's how she gonna get herself around. Turn your joint sideways though, so to get the full screen for me.
Let's see.
Perfect. Appreciate it. All right. Yeah, you good. Appreciate that. But let me pass it around a little bit. We're gonna come back to you. King Asia Mav, talk to me. What are some benefits, quote unquote, that are, first of all, do you believe like a baddie needs to come with more than a benefit of looking good in your picture?
Yeah, for the most part, she gotta have serving my sexual appetite is a benefit, but she got to be a little more resourceful than that. Now, I mean, I could use that for what it is, and I'll be cool with that. Okay, this is all you good for. You get rent for one night, but we talking about the bigger picture. No, she got to have
rent for one night. That's hotel. That's
I mean,
hotel.
it could be anywhere. It could be in the backseat of my car. You got rent for one night. It could be anywhere. If that's all you good for.
What is going on here, man?
I have a nice size SUV. We rent for one night. But
he said that's why I got the Tahoe.
Y'all talking this mess. I got a whole bed I'm sitting on in the back of my vehicle.
I feel you, man. I ain't mad at you.
But yeah, but for the bigger, for the most part, no. That like the King Neo just said, transportation, as you alluded to, if she have a kid, can you properly support this kid without me having to intervene, every day, 3 hours out the day, coming outside of, what I got going on, and just a lot of other things, but hey, I got to get off. Speaking of the devil, seriously, go ahead, click me out because I got to get this car.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Appreciate Agent Man pulling up. That shit got shit close to home. Motherfucker walked in like, what you just say about me? She walked in like, nigga, this is my car. Hey, look, but go ahead, man. Go ahead, sir. Senior, talk to me.
Yeah, most definitely. That's a big thing. Like I was saying earlier, if you got kids, you got to be able to raise those children. You're not their friend. So if a female is always trying to be the children's friend, that's taken off of you. If you can't handle your own stuff, like some stuff you don't know, but if you're not willing to even learn, my show is Cooking with Sir Senior. If you can't cook and you can't even learn, throw the whole woman in the trash. Like, I mean, I ain't gonna hold you. Most women these days can't cook. I mean, like, I don't mean cooking like how I do. I mean just cook, period. Like, they can't boil water. They don't know how to boil rice. They can't.
So she got to be for her to be a baddie to you. She got to know how to. She got to outcook you, essentially.
Oh, if she outcooked me, I might have to marry her. I might have to marry her. She outcooked me. Yeah, she's serious. She's serious.
I feel bad because my wife, when she met me, she told me that you cook like nobody love you. Like, bro. Oh, she clobbered me over the head with that one, bro. I was like, yeah, I gotta marry this one. She really did tell the truth.
Wow.
The whole truth.
That's crazy.
Baseball blunt over the head. Don't nobody love you? Come here, let me cook you a meal.
All right. Yo, ironic you said that. I had told Sir Senior something to that degree. My mom taught me how to cook because I was getting in trouble, but she also realized, like, hey, this kid might end up by himself one day. You know what I'm saying? Might be a lonesome one. She taught me how to make the grilled cheese on the radiator just in case I ended up in jail one day. Like, she was like, look, this is how you do it with the iron or the radiators. I'm bullshit. She ain't tell me nothing like that. But look, man, we're gonna wrap this one up, man. This was a good episode. This is a great episode. Let's close this one now. Sir Senior, I don't know if I got your answers on this. You said you have you ever been in a transactional relationship before? It was one of the questions I asked earlier.
Yeah, most definitely.
And do you believe all relationships, true or false, all relationships are transactional to some degree?
Of course, it's always give and take. It's always give and take. If not, then somebody's losing. Somebody's being taken advantage of. even on accident. It's like if somebody loves you and they don't have nothing to offer you, they'll leave you. I don't have nothing to offer you, so there's no reason for me to be here. So that
it's some lousy hoes out there that'll stay up on you, knowing they ain't got nothing to offer you.
Yeah, she don't love you, and she don't really
but she
love
loves herself
either.
though. She likes being comfortable. She likes the
She
fact
loves
that
being comfortable. I wouldn't say she loves herself, because she will
Mm.
learn something from that. Like if you come as an empty slate, at least be willing, to learn. If you don't know how to cook, you should. Hey, I'm gonna show you. If you don't know how to do this or
No,
whatever it
she gonna
is,
let you do it
I'm
though.
gonna
You
show
cook
you.
or something. You cook it. Why not? Couldn't that be something that you offer to the relationship? Like, hey, I know I'm a better cook than you.
I've always been a better cook than every chick I dated, so they still should cook me a meal.
What if she
It's
don't cook?
reciprocity.
What if she just buys you your favorite meal? Like, hey, you want some Olive Garden or you want some hibachi here? Like, she'll buy you. Like, it's a lot of fancy restaurants, man. She can just go. Y'all can go there and she treat. Would that suffice? Or
Nah.
she has to be in there and cook.
I mean,
You want a slave. You want a slave, basically.
Hey, we slaving for each other.
No. I don't want to cook though. I got the money. Let me go buy you. We can go to Fogo de Chao somewhere. We can go over here to Spawn Divis, get you all the crab legs you want. We can make a night out of it. In your mind,
I don't eat giant
in your
cricket
mind,
lice.
okay, whatever, man. Whatever the meal is, whatever it is.
But no, all jokes aside,
but you like no, you have to do it. I want the labor.
Yeah.
Labor of love. But when you do that though, aren't you making the person do something that they don't want to do? Like I don't like people to cook my food angry. You get what I'm saying? I don't want somebody in there like not like I think they'll do something to it. I just don't want that in my spirit. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't even want to ingest
You don't want none of that juju in your food. Let me tell you that.
Yeah, your energy definitely goes into your food, but it's the fact of if you're angry for making me something to eat, then that'll be our last meal.
Wow. And but you're angry that you won't let her treat you out to dinner though.
I mean, I was like that for a while.
Where would the compromise be for something like this? I'm gonna ask Neo that too. Like, how do you even find a compromise to something like that? That a relationship would end because you want me to cook. I'm not a good cook. It's not gonna be good. I'm gonna mess up. Let me just buy the food. And he's like, no, get your ass in there and cook. And when she go in there and cook, she seems like she got an attitude. Oh, Mitch, not only I'm not eating this, but either you getting out, or if I'm at your spot, or what's going on here, I'm leaving tonight, and like it's over grits. You get what I'm saying? They breaking up over biscuits and eggs, man.
Breakfast the most important meal of the day.
Okay, or let's say it's dinner then. Like whatever. They breaking up over lasagna, man. Cause or a steak. Yeah, so what would be the compromise in something like this, sir?
That's why I said that it doesn't have to be you're cooking all the time. It don't even have to be that you're a great cook, because I'm gonna help you. Like I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna show you how to do everything. It may not come out perfect, but it's gonna come out real good. So the fact of you willing, that's the willingness to learn. It's saying, well, I'm willing to do at least this. And it could be any meal. It could be breakfast, it could be dessert, it could be anything. But if you're not willing to give to me, then that means you're only willing to take from me. So I also have to look at the side of, well, sometimes a lot of females that I've dated will always want to buy me something. And if it was food or whatever it was, and I'm not big on, buying me stuff.
Nigga, like, we call that pimping. What are you talking about? I thought you was from Carolina. What are you talking about?
Man, that's another life.
Man, you ain't in Raleigh, man. Stop it, man. You ain't not in Raleigh. Get out of here.
That's another life. I'm not a gigolo no more.
Yeah. Hey, look. It's nothing wrong with some nice things. You know what I'm saying? You buy her some nice things. He was like, a lot of girls want to buy me things and buy me food. And I can't have it. I'm like, bitch, let's go. And you about to drive. I'm getting in the passenger seat. I'm gonna get some drinks in this motherfucker. Oh God, I be like this. I'm like, what is it? My birthday? Hell yeah, I be lit, having a blast. And I be like, you the shit. And then by the end of the night, shoot, the next day I be like, shit, what we gonna do for you next week? Where you want to go? Shit, because I had a blast last weekend. Shit like that, man. Yeah, I gotta disagree with you on that, man. I believe in having a reciprocation is a motherfucking relationship. Boy.
Yeah. So I had to loosen up on some of that stuff because I had some of those traditional male value things. So I had to loosen up on that, you know. So but I've only done that with women I really loved and cared about. I don't want no hoes buying me nothing. I want that hoe money. I know how you got that.
What? I didn't even. How do you even have a conversation with them? Like
I don't.
There's no talking to the hoes.
She want to come and kiss you in your mouth and shit.
Nah. Right? No, I ain't talking to them hoes, man. I don't even speak the hoes language. The whole language sound different. The whole language sound like this. I don't speak that. When she get in the car, she ain't gonna. I don't know what you saying, bitch. Like
every time she suck her teeth, you looking at her sideways. Like, where's the brown Listerine at?
Yo, get the fuck out. Look, this show. What is going on here? This show is getting off the chain, man. Let's get our final thoughts. Let's pass around. Let me get everybody final. Nah, man, we ain't making it to 12. I ain't gonna make it with y'all tonight, man. Let me get out of here early. While I still ain't. Before I get a copyright strike on this channel too. They're gonna be like, he's out of control.
Oh no.
He said he was speaking whole language.
Hawaiian.
Man, yeah, man. Let's keep this shit moving, man.
Speaking Hawaiian.
Yo, what Transcendent Sports talk about, man? Transcendent Sports gonna bring us back to the real. We got to get up out of here. I'm wilding, man. One of the fundamentals of a true and healthy relationship: willingness to compromise to ensure the relationship works together as a one. Man, this guy is like Yoda or something, right? Man, yeah. Shout out to Transcendent Sports channel all the way in Canada. Make sure you follow his channel, man. I don't know how often he doing his videos, but make sure you subscribe though, because when he does drop them, man, he does good content. Let's give our final thoughts on this subject. Oh, before we leave on that, man, y'all got anything y'all want to talk about with the Meghan Markle and the Oprah interview? I did want to touch on that. I was supposed to did that earlier, and we should have did that on Monday when we did the current events, but we never got to it. Everybody's talking about this damn interview. What do you guys think about? They are shocked. Basically, for those who don't know, Meghan Markle and Harry from the royal family basically did an interview with Oprah. They talked about why they now live in California, said things aren't going too well in the royal family. She didn't feel safe. They said she wouldn't be protected. They said the son wouldn't have a title and no security. And it was questions about what this kid's skin color will look like. And people are surprised. She's hurt and shocked. I'm not surprised.
Like what?
Not at all.
I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised that people who colonize countries are saying racist things.
Facts.
Like they have a whole fake monarchy over there. Like they don't really use that. You get what I'm saying? She doesn't say go out there and can't say off with somebody's head. You get what I'm saying? And they just go grab you off the streets and cut your head off.
Facts.
She's powerful though. She can make life difficult for you behind the scenes, and I think that's what's going on here for them to say, well, it wasn't my brother and it wasn't the queen. They did come out and said that it wasn't them who said that. However, it's somebody high enough that it got to you. It wasn't the reporter at the newspaper. It wasn't the maid or the butler. It wasn't the guy standing in front of Buckingham Palace. No, he don't speak, right? So it's somebody in your family. They say he's not really on speaking terms with his father, so it might be his dad. But regardless, I'm not surprised.
Not at all.
So let me get you guys' take on that before we wrap up. I forgot we got to talk about that. Go ahead.
Sir?
Go ahead, sir.
Oh,
Most definitely. Most definitely. I'm not surprised at all. What do you expect? I mean, what you expect? You go to Massa house and expect the Massa to be nice. Nah. Nah. They've always been racist. They've always been rude. They've always been diabolical type people. That's how they stayed in power, and that's what they reveled in while being in power. Look how they treated Princess Diana just for loving people. So think about it. What did you expect? You continue to do the same thing, expecting a different result. That's insanity. They're insane for thinking that these people who have been doing this for centuries, and some of them old enough they look like they've been older, they live centuries anyway,
Mm-hmm.
and they've been doing the same thing. They've been doing this same racist, hateful stuff the entire time. You thought it'd be different because it was you? That was your entitlement. You thought, oh, well, they wouldn't do that to their grandchild or their little niece or nephew. No, don't care nothing about it. If they hate niggas, they hate niggas. It's just that simple.
I think she's so light too over here in America. She first of all, she's an actress, so she already came from some status and class, right? She's a very attractive young lady. But and over here in America, some would say some would say exotic because you can tell she's biracial. Like you don't know exactly what she is when you see her, but you can tell she's not white. You get what I'm saying? But you don't know exactly what she is. But also over here, depending on how she do her makeup and her hair that day, she can pass that day. What we call passing, right? Good book too, The Passing, right? So is it possible that she was believing her own height? Like
That's exactly what it was. She was believing her own height. She was believing that her stuff didn't stink. She was entitled. She thought, oh, well, you know, I look like it, so it'll be all right. Oh, I'm famous in America. Like they told her, like they told Oprah, nigga, you ain't in America no more.
Okay. Hey, real quick, brother Bakari just pulled. I just want to give him the floor real quick. Friend to the show. What's up, my J? How you doing, sir?
Salute, bro.
Talk to me. Bakari, your mic's muted. Go ahead, brother Bakari. Can you hear me? All right. He said he having a couple technical difficulties. We'll try to get back to him. Go ahead, Neil. Are you surprised by that the royal family has made some allegedly racist remarks about what's the child's title? They said they don't want to give him a title, but his name is Archie though, right? Cute kid. And they look good together. You know, nice couple, nice looking couple. They look good on the picture together, right? Happy for them.
I got a problem with this whole thing. Like these people are seriously gonna play into their own amnesia. I mean, like, this ain't the first black woman in that position. They already did this. They already had this story. This story is old news. I'm not talking about Meghan Markle herself. I'm talking about Sophie Charlotte, 1744, Queen of England. Did they forget that shit? There's a whole mulatto in that seat already. Are they just trying to like act like that didn't happen already? Yeah, pretty much. So they're full of it, and this is showing just how full of it they really are. I mean, at that time, what was it? It was wasn't even the United States. The 13 colonies were fighting over here on this end over slavery. You go over there, and our founding fathers had to sit and ask permission from a black woman. Well, technically, they didn't have to ask her because she was the queen. The king was like, "Why are you enslaving black people over here? Do you not see my wife?" Like, I'm like, bruh, this is like chickens coming home to roost times 10. I can do nothing but laugh at the this is insanity. It is. I mean, it really is. They're gonna like say racist things again when like literally they've already been in this position before.
Right. Why do we even care about these people? They're not really monarchs to me, man. Y'all just rich people. Still, like y'all eating off legacy and things that you stole years ago, brother Bakari. I think your mic, you're like, I see you pulling up, but it keeps clicking you back off. Sir Senior, why do people even care? First and foremost, like, I'm not surprised that they said racial remarks. I'm surprised that you surprised Meghan Markle. I'm surprised that you're surprised.
Exactly.
And I'm more disappointed that us as a society over here in America, like, y'all know we went to war with these folks because they was doing fucked up. They was colonizing over here. And we went to war with these motherfuckers. And we like, but they're our friends now. And, you know, we have their culture and, you know, and we share cultures. We, you know, they're our neighbors. You know, it's a foreign country, but we speak the same language. So we feel like we're closer to them. No, man. These folks ain't your friend. At the end of the day, at the end of the day, they think they are better than you. They sent America their quote unquote worst, not their best. That's the Donald Trump bar, but go ahead. And I don't fuck with Trump, by the way. But that's what he was saying, man. Like, but that's what happened back then. Like, man, you go over there and work some fields. Here, I give you some land over there, man. But go ahead, you go over there and work some fields and try to find some stuff for me. Find some gold and stuff. We need some spices. We need some spices for this chicken over here.
They needed spices because they wouldn't take baths. Black plague.
Bruh, you talking about they whole wig piece. You know, they used to wear them wigs. They used to powder that shit. And they were actually accidentally making anthrax and dying from that madness because they just wouldn't take baths.
Yep, like, mites eating them.
Like
they had license sizes of bed bugs.
That's nasty.
That's crazy. So look, so give me your take on this. Like, why do people even care about this royal family shit, man?
Because people like putting their money into messiness.
Facts.
It's a whole mess. This is a whole soap opera, and they can't wait to get their hands on it. It's juicy. I'm like, bruh, this is a remake, repackaged and sold to you at a higher cost, and you're buying it. Like, you're buying it. You're not. This goes to show how much people don't know legitimate history. I mean, you get out of college, or you get out of high school, you get out of college with the same, like, you know, cookie cutter curriculum of these non-factual events that happened in American history, and that's it. You're considered to be whatever your degree was. There's your title, but you don't know squat about actual world history. This is not education. This is you being suckered into doing whatever they feel like repackaging and selling to you at a profit. I'm not for it, to be honest with you. I study way too much history because, well, I'm literally driving in it. You drive across this country enough, you're driving in the history. You can't help but to see it after a while. I've been out here since 2005 looking at the same history over and over and over again, and always finding something new. All right. Yeah.
No. I was trying to click Brother Bakari on. It clicked off again. Like, so, it's almost like I'm playing whack-a-mole with him. Like, as soon as it's there, before I click on it, it drops off. Yeah, man. Brother Bakari, I see you in the chat though. we got time real quick. If you can pull back up real quick and definitely discuss some of the things you had put out here in the chat. He said mixed is not black. Study the $1 Princess and you can understand this better. I kind of got to slightly disagree with you there on that first part. I'm not quite I'm not knowledgeable too much on the $1 Princess, but I will do my research on that. But I got to tell you, man, I got to slightly disagree with you on that because you're treated that way. You get what I'm saying? Like a lot of us here in America are quote unquote mixed, but you don't like you can look at me. You can tell some things, some got mixed somewhere, but yeah, man, I'm black. You
Just like Mexicans are Mexican, but they're not Spaniards for some reason. Yet that whole area was colonized by Spain, and they are the byproduct of Spanish and Indian blood. That's a whole mestizos culture right there. That's the Mexican version of mulatto. For those that need to, hear that in the back. I'm just saying, like literally the Hispanics were a crossbreed between the Spaniards and the native people that were here. This is like well before the 1400s. Spain had already colonized California, not the East Coast, but the West Coast. Portugal and Spain were all over on the West Coast. This is the kind of stuff that I'm talking about. They literally created a whole race of people, and they're illegitimate for some reason. Spain doesn't claim them. They stopped claiming them after the 1800s. After 1800s, they were like, I don't know what happened. They played dumb all of a sudden. All these people were expecting them to like, hey, like come protect us against the Union Army that's pushing us down into the old republic or the old Spanish Republic, which is Mexico. They pushed them down into that area so that they can go and claim that gold in California. The gold rush, 1800s. It's crazy because you don't get this history. People don't get that history at all. And then you go look at black people like, what's the problem? You did it already. I see it. I'm sorry. I see it. But I don't think everybody's really catching that one. It frustrates me. I'm sorry. I digress, bro. I can't. I don't want to even go into that.
For sure. Yeah, because it's only a 2-hour show, man.
Bruh, I'm saying. It's only
Hey, look, and I'll be trying to let you go because you had this long pause, and I'll be like, yeah, and then he'd be like, and then I was like, okay, I'm gonna just start putting a clock in the corner for him, bro. That like it's gonna be an overlay when you start talking. The clock gonna start.
Put a buzzer on it too.
Yeah, man, I'm gonna hit him with that. Wrap it up. Hey, look, nah, man, I'm gonna just like while you talking low key. Next time I'm gonna just be like this. Wrap it up, B. You know what I'm saying? Just hit him with that. Wrap it up. Yo, my man. I'm gonna let you finish though. But Prince Harry had the best wedding of all time. No, I'm joking. But go ahead, man. Give me your final thoughts, sir, on this, man, and matter of fact, and tell people what what you think of this last little bit, man.
Yeah, most definitely. Honestly, I'm surprised that you ain't pay attention. You're supposed to be a history buff. She says that she loves history. She says that she learns all types of things from all different types of people. You telling me you didn't do research on the people family you was marrying into? When you marry someone, you marry their family. If you can't be cool with their family, if the family can't be cool with you, if the family literally says stuff like, I can not out of the last 20 days or 20 months stop saying the N-word. Oh, I'm sorry. That wasn't the royal family. That was the dude who owned Papa John's. But
wildin'. He wildin'. I'm like, that's the hardest thing you've been working on. You lost your company behind this shit, man. You had to sell your company. bruh. That's in you, man. At this age, that's in you. Embrace it. Embrace it. Embrace it. Walk into an NFL locker room and say it. Embrace it. Come on, man. Go to the Young Jeezy concert, get a front row ticket, and sing every lyric. Do it.
That part, man,
Have a blast.
is ridiculous. Like,
Nah, go to the Gucci concert. Go to the Gucci show. There you go. Cause Gucci gonna be in the club right around the corner. But yeah, that dude was crazy. But man, I got you. I cut you off. Go ahead. My bad, bro.
but no, you could. That's the thing is you got to pay attention, and it's chess, not checkers. And what is one of the most powerful pieces on the board? It's the queen. You gotta watch them queens.
For sure. And look, and my final thought on this is I'm surprised people care so much, but more importantly, I'm disappointed at the fake outrage. Like the dude Piers Morgan about to walk off, he walked off set snapping, and like Meghan McCain, like she gave a compliment, but then she was like, basically, Meghan Morgan, Oprah Winfrey want to bring everything down, and that's fine with me. Oprah was like, okay. I mean, Whoopi Goldberg was like, okay, but everybody, like, when I hear the outrage, I'm like, but you guys aren't saying he's lying though. You guys don't know nothing about that. This is his family. This is his bloodline and his life legacy. And he said, you know what? I'm out of here, man. Come on, bro. Like, take him for his word. Like, you guys never sat across from a quote unquote prince before. Unless it was Prince. You know what I'm saying? Oprah probably sat across from. And matter of fact, I'm sure she met the other people in the royal family. But my whole point I'm trying to say is this: like the Meghan McCains, the Piers Morgans, like you guys are outraged and upset. I'm looking at people on the left and they have something to say. I'm like, bruh, ain't nobody saying he lying though. Y'all just mad that he's exposing it and he's doing this. Why is he doing this? And he did it on American media. You're like, cause y'all can squash it over there.
Yep.
Shit, y'all might get me taken out the game. You know what I'm saying? He was still very respectful though. He was like certain things he just wouldn't say. When she asked him what was said about her, he was like, I'm not gonna say that. You know, I'm not gonna say it. Then Oprah kept prying and something about the skin color. He was like, yeah, stuff like that. You know what? Maybe, yeah, shit like that. Like, yeah, bitch.
Oprah was just mad because they kicked her out of shopping, boy.
she what? They did what?
She was just mad they kicked her out of shopping. Every time she goes to one of those white countries, they kicked her out.
I didn't know that.
Like, but I'm a billionaire. It was like, in America, nigga. In America, nigga.
Oh yeah. Over here, you short about 200 million, 200 euros. That money a little bit light. Yo, but that's pretty much it, man. Because brother Neil, tell people where they can follow you at, man.
You can follow me on Neophyte Bocore Tourist, where you can catch up on my my playlists and whatnot. I've got something that touches on pretty much all of these different topics. Just go through. Not all of the playlists are just music. A lot of the playlists are important people that I feel had a lot to say. People like James Baldwin and whatnot, and debates and things that that he participated in. You know, and it's some stuff that I use to take up the time in my head while I'm out here driving. So yeah, I think it's useful for everybody else. But you can catch me on Neophyte Bocore Tourist. Follow me there and see what I'm listening to.
For sure. Hey, what else came? Oh, last thing too, man. Look, I keep saying last thing because I thought the other topic would take the whole conversation, but it was some other news that broke, and I just wanted to talk about it. Leslie Jones said she can't get a date because men are broken. Anybody want to speak on that?
Yeah, men are broken, but trying to lift her up, that's a big girl. And that broken and everything.
Keep the
That's one
gloves
of my
up. Keep the gloves
rules.
up.
We go back to the rules. That's one of my rules. If I can't lift you, I can't do nothing with you. And I can lift a lot of weight, but that's a big woman. That's a big girl.
You want to smash
That's a
Leslie?
Nah, I'm good on all parts of that.
Let me see, man. Let me find a good picture of Leslie Jones, man. Let me see, man. Let me see.
Don't worry, I'll wait.
I ain't born, man. Man, I think, man. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. You got Leslie got the That ain't. Is that even her? I don't even think this is her. I think she just posted a picture of somebody. Nope, that's not her. All right, it's not even her. Thought it was her, but she just posted a picture of somebody else. All right, so look, man. Let me find a good picture of Leslie Jones, man.
You know they big when they posting pictures of somebody else instead of themselves.
Nah, man. I post pictures of other people too, man. I show love, man. Especially when they wear my merch. You take a picture with my shirt on one of my. You go to marqnash.com, get you some merch. Drinks require sleep, goals require effort, and take a picture. I will post it up. Yeah. So you want to smash Leslie Jones?
Nah, I'm good on all parts of that.
Okay.
I'm good on all parts
of that. All parts. Okay.
And
primary rule is usually don't let people catch you riding a scooter. So
I don't even get it.
Yeah, everybody likes riding the scooter every once in a while. Just don't let your boys catch you doing it.
How tall is Leslie Jones, man? She like Karl Malone size, right?
Yeah.
Like
that's a big woman.
She tall, right?
Yeah.
How tall is Leslie Jones? And look, at the end of the day, let's get off her looks though, and like let's get to what she said. I ain't got to talk about if you guys were smash or not. Let's talk for real though. Off of the looks, right? What do you think about what she said? She can't get a date because the men are broken.
I would say it's as my dad used to say, it's 6 of these, half a dozen of those. There's a little bit of both. She can't get a man because she's broken. Because there are good men out there, and there's men who would date her. The problem is she don't know how to cultivate those type of men because she's not what those men want. So if she stopped dating broken men and asking for and accepting broken men, then those broken men will be out of the way and she can find one who's not broken.
Yeah, man.
Stop fishing for sharks with worms. You're using the wrong bait. She got some issues with that. That's that baggage. Honestly, it's not. I wouldn't even say it's her looks. It can't be. It can't be. She looks like she keeps herself. It looks like she keeps herself. However,
Leslie got that thigh meat hanging out for y'all. Y'all better stop playing with Leslie Jones.
I'm saying,
Leslie she got legs like Serena Williams right there, boy. She'll dunk on you. That one in the middle, she looks and the one on the left, she looks very ladylike. I think often more than not, I see her more looking like how she is all the way to the right.
Facts.
Now getting that. Granted, now that might that might just okay. When I'm Leslie Jones, Leslie Jones mode, the character, the comedian, yeah. But I never seen. I didn't even know she had pictures of her out here like the one in the black and the one in the red. You get what I'm saying?
I did. But that's a big woman.
Okay, well, you short anyway, though, sir.
That's what I'm saying.
She's not no big woman. It's big women out there. She might be tall. She might be a full. She's not a big lady.
I didn't mean like she was plus
below
size.
average height, my bro.
Right, bro. Nigga walk around 5'4" talking about she's a big woman.
Well, I'm not 5'4", but I feel you.
Nigga, the top of the refrigerator is big for you, man. Come on.
I mean, but I can climb up there.
Man, you better climb on that black dress. Hey, look, man, but seriously though, all jokes aside.
But all jokes aside, though, I really think it's her the past trauma of her brokenness is what keeps her away, because when you're a given person, but you're broken, people see that you're a giving person and they see that you're broken. So they use that against you. If you're a person who comes in and tries to say, well, I'm going to meet you where you're at and we're going to go 50-50, a person sees that you're a mesher, as they would say. You mesh well with people, but you're broken. So they're going to use your meshing to make you messy. So no matter your personality traits, if you're broken, it always becomes a bad thing. And that person comes in to use that. They're emotional vampires. They come in to suck you of your livelihood.
Facts.
Go ahead, Neil. Go ahead, Neil.
Hard to top Sir Senior when he gets on a roll, because like basically, all I really can add to that is the fact that broken recognizes broken, right? I mean, if you're attracting, like if you have a broken picker, then you're going to end up picking broke people. You know what I mean? And that's all I see is available to her. So she has a lot of bad experiences. Problem is she has a platform and she can express those bad experiences. And when she's doing that, she's making it seem like that's all that's available. That's all we are. That's all there is to her. But because her platform is so big, everybody picks up on it and it perpetuates her experience. And her experience, unfortunately, ain't everybody. And they ain't everybody's situation. So it's perpetuating a lie. There are good people out there. There are good men out there. She in the wrong lake, fishing with the wrong equipment. Like I keep saying.
Right, especially in her genre of entertainment, you know, being a comedian, you know, it's hard already. It's hard to be a comedian. And then she's transitioning to film. It's even harder to be a actress, a black actress at that in Hollywood. So I'm sure she might not crack and fit everybody's mold of what a movie star, what beauty is supposed to look like, right? So I get it. But I'm gonna be honest, I didn't even know Leslie was out here looking for no dick. I didn't even know. She was talking about being broken. I was like, I didn't even know you liked us.
You know, yeah, she do.
But
hey,
now
Leslie funny, but she do. She love her men now.
How about that? See, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, I've watched Leslie. I'm a big fan of Leslie, to be honest. That's why I said
she a big woman.
Exactly.
Think
about it. You gotta look at it. Somebody my height, you know what I'm saying? Compared to like Leslie, she's like a basketball player's height, and that as a woman is a really big woman. And then she has a very aggressive personality.
All right, so, I gotta stand up for the tall.
Hold on, 1 second. Let him finish, man. Go ahead.
All right, go ahead.
So with the very aggressive personality and with her being already a very big woman, that's going to be hard for a man to say, okay, well, I want to work with her. I want to deal with her. And she's already looking at you in the negative because of her past situations. So she's already looking at you kind of side-eyed, and then she's aggressive, and she's really a big woman. So she comes off
she's
domineering.
I just looked it up. She's 6 feet. Even.
Yeah, facts.
Okay. She's not 6'5". Now, granted, she put on them heels though.
That's 6'5" with the heels on. Stop it. And she love heels. To be honest, she love heels. Stop
6'5". Let her have the hair up too.
Yes,
she got
she's a giant,
bruh.
She one of them giants.
Gonna beat your ass, nigga. She gonna dunk your ass, man. Leave Leslie alone. Look, man, I like Leslie Jones, man. I'm proud of her.
She good people. She really good people
too, and I'm proud of her. She hitting her licks right now.
You should put her in the friend zone She good people. She got a good personality.
Well, I don't know. Well, look, I don't know nothing else about her. And look, she looks attractive on the ones on these pictures when she's going to the award show. Now, me, I'm not really a big fan of women in suits too much like that neither, unless you about to walk into the room and as soon as you walk in, bust out that thing and do something,
I got to stand up for the tall women though, bro. I got to stand up for them. I can't let this slide.
You gotta stand up.
Everybody got to stand up for her. She tall.
No, what I'm saying, my wife
at the same time. Go ahead.
My wife is 6'1". So I mean, for them to get this bad rap, most tall women get bad raps because there's a lot of
bad rap. What was the bad rap?
Because men are insecure with a tall woman.
What men? Sir Senior just said she's just too tall for him. He's like, I'm like 5'8" or 5'7" or something. That's too much for me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If she put on them heels, she's gonna be almost 6-inch heels. She's gonna be 6'6" with a high hairdo. You get what I'm saying?
Going to be almost a foot taller than me.
Michael Jackson said you have to get out and climb trees more.
Yeah. But I just don't want you to put that stigma on all men, because a lot of models are tall and they get with shorter guys. Guys like the tall, like women that are taller than them. So I don't want you where you got that from when you say men. But go ahead.
Yeah, but she's just aggressive. She's just that's just part of it. Is she's been hurt a lot and she's aggressive and being hurt and aggressive.
Define it. She got open cases or something like.
Oh,
like you had like Leslie Jones out here catching cases like Adrian Broner or something.
No. She's not that bad. Like
she ain't like, OJ, nigga. That's aggressive. That's aggressive.
That's aggressive. The glove.
No, that's a little more than aggressive right there.
You get what I'm saying? That's aggressive. Hey, look, you think she's really like that, like how she was in Coming to America when she just jumped on him like that?
Oh, she got that in her for real though. She got that in her for real now. She got a lot of that in her for real. Like I love Leslie.
You smashed, man. You smashed already.
Nah.
You already smashed.
But no, true story though. True story. My dad, now my mom was a short woman, and the next woman that he married was short. I would say about 3 or 4 women I know he was with was short, but all the rest of them was tall. My dad loved tall women. He said, it ain't worth his dime if it ain't worth that clown. I was like, all right, pops. He was a couple inches shorter than me.
Look, I'm looking at the clock. We gotta wrap this up, man, in about 2 minutes. On the dot. Sir Senior, talk to me. You gave me your final thoughts already, right?
Yep. Cooking with Sir Senior. I'm always cooking up something. If it's home cooking or food for thought, come through. I'll be dropping some content, had some, some family stuff. You always, family first. But I'm back at it. I'm back in it. I'm back winning. Always salute to Marq Nash and definitely Neo, always dodging bullets.
All right. And look, and just like that, man, I appreciate you guys tuning in. I will see you guys on Friday. And I appreciate you guys tuning in. Remember, drinks require sleep, goals require effort, and you can get that hoodie at marqnash.com. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope you guys really enjoyed the show. Hope you guys learned something. Hope you got a good laugh in here and there. And more importantly, I hope I see you on Friday, 10 o'clock. Thank you.
This that squad sound.
Nigga, you a smash Leslie Jones. Stop playing.